Good evening. Does this count as a pre-eclipse? Because there truly is something eclipsing the sun. You can see here on the goals 18 Subi, composite 304 angstroms. And the date on it is April the 5th of 2024 at 8:44:40. 8:44:40. That's pretty amazing. Look at that. Look at that, y'all. No. I better get me something to drink. I'm already trying to have a choke. Let me get me something. Hold on one second. Let me get my water. Pour it in my cup. Oh, there you go. Fall down the stairs. Let's put it going on. If you're just tuning in, hello, let me get this situated. It's like right there. You can see it. So if at times you can see the sun getting eclipsed when there isn't an actual eclipse taking place right now, what is up there causing the eclipse of the sun? That really, I'm really wondering what's causing it. Really, I'm not just saying that. I want to know what's causing that eclipse of this sun. Let me make sure. I've got to make sure I got this turned off. We got 134 people watching, and I'd like to say welcome to all 144 people. Oh, I said 144. Gina, honey, you getting excited. Well, welcome, Applebrooks, honey. And everyone else, thank you. Hey there, Nikki Moore. I'm trying to get myself on here.
To be free and flexible and creative was
let me try to.
essential.
Okay, I have muted myself. All right, I have muted it. Okay, we just tuned in. It really truly does look like a pre-eclipse that is occurring. Let me put this back to me. I want to be able to see the comments on here. But I'm going to bring this stuff down so I have something to lean my, Lady got this right here. We got a Scrappy Dappy Doo. We got it. Y'all, we're going to go over there to the NASA product. Because how many times have we seen something like this show up on the NASA products and it was not, that we know of, eclipse time? There's been a lot of times that it showed up that it ain't eclipse time. That's what it's been. Let me, let's go over here to the integrated and something else. Something else. Tomorrow is the big surprise. You know what that reminds me of? That song that says, I'm gonna wake up to a big surprise. A little cat with yellow green eyes. A little cat playing in the snow. A funny little cat saying, no, see, go. Funny little cat running, whatever. Can I have one for just a little while? Big surprise. You got to break out in a tune. That's what you got to do. Now we're going to go over to the product. We're going to go over here to NASA. This right here, we're going to watch that. We're going to get back to this stereo behind core running two difference, but we're going to look on this one right now. This is, can y'all hear me over here? You watch this right here. Oh, that's on Santa Claus is Coming to Town cartoon. That's right. I want to wake up to a big surprise. A little cat with yellow green eyes. That's right. A little cat playing in the snow. A funny little cat singing Yosito. Funny little cat, something in the sky. Can you... Oh, okay. Y'all, you're going to catch it. And I'd like to say welcome to everybody. Yeah. Okay, here we are. We're going to watch it. You can see that it's this really has a lot of footage on it because it's like April the 5th. And look, it's going through every single, there you go. There's your eclipse. What's up there that caused that is the question. Yes, Michael, honey. Hello. You told people it was going to be sooner and later, and they laugh at me. The sky all night long. Okay, y'all. All night long. Lionel Richie. Yeah, I don't want song popping in my head, but don't be surprised if they look at this. Okay, let's watch it. So on the 5th of April, watch this. It doesn't, let's see how long this lasts. So we're at, can y'all see it down here? Because I'm going to make it bigger. So we are at the timestamp, 8 o'clock in the morning, and it's 8 minutes after and 40 seconds on the 5th, which is yesterday. Okay, okay, it comes on. Look, it's 8:40:40. 8:40:40. Can you see that down there? Let me make sure you can see it. 8:40:40 right there. We got it going on, y'all. We want to see. And this is really interesting with the eclipse coming. And then this is getting eclipse. Okay. There it comes. 8:44:40. Exactly 40 minutes later, it's eclipsing the sun. Let's see how long it stays. This is going to be really interesting. If you are a math person, if you can do your numbers in your head and stuff, you let us know how long this sun is eclipsed by whatever is up there. If you are a mathematician by nature, because I'm not, and I don't want to have to pull out that calculator. It's going to cause me to get stressed out. Okay, let's look at it. So at 8:44:40, we're going to go. Okay, it's 8:48:40, 8:52:40, 8:56:40, 9 o'clock, 9:04:40, 9:08:40, 9:12:40. I want to go back there. You see that? Okay, 9:08, 9:12:40, 9:16, 9:20, 9:24, 28, 32. I'm sorry about the blinking. So now here we have it. It's 9:36:40. So at 8:44:40 is when the eclipse took place. Something eclipsed that sun and kept it in total darkness is what happened. Robert Grant can do it. Robert Grant can do it. Yes, Robert Grant can do it. So you'll stick with 440. Now wait a minute. We got to have somebody doing this, you all. We do. That's right. Meta X. Has anyone figured that out? So it's almost 1 hour, and I don't know how long the solar eclipse is supposed to be in the sky. The total, is it like 90 minutes total when it's doing it? Yeah. Hello, kitty. You've been sick. Oh, that's, yeah, you are just tuning in. I'm going to try to see if I can get the live chat on here. Yeah. All right. So we don't got no mathematicians on here. That's okay, you all. It's almost 40 minutes, but this sun has gotten eclipsed by something. It truly has, and you can see it. It goes at 8:40. At 8:40:40, it's fine. Right here, I got to get over there. I can't be showing it if I'm not watching it. And then it starts getting at 8:44:40. So this is this one. You know what I want to say about this sun? When you look at this, this is one right here. This is a NASA product, and it has been discontinued, but I want you to see this explosion that takes place. But what I want you to note right now is if you look closely, there is the black disc is right here. It's got things protruding out on both sides. It does. Why would the sun have something protruding out on both sides of it? And it has a massive disc in the sky, right behind it. It's a massive, looks like a invisible disc right here going all the way around it. Besides this disc, there is its perfect outline of it. Can you see that perfect outline of it right there? And then I'm going to take a screenshot. I've already got a screenshot, you all. I want you to look at it. I want you to look at this because there appears to be some kind of disc behind this sun. Wish they could saturate it. Okay, you can see it somewhat right there if we do it in that color. And I know I'm supposed to try to stay on target, stay focused. I get a little bit distracted, but it's okay. I mean good, I really do. Okay, oh yes, we can see it. We can see the outline of it. Can you see it? Look like just think of a record player. Look at this perfectly round thing that is going all the way around it. And I'm just going to tell you something too. This thing right here can be seen in the sky on NASA at the Canada, France, Hawaii telescopes in Hawaii. When that sun on one particular camera, when that sun is going across the sky, you can see this right here shows up in the sky with its lines in it. You can see it. It shows up. So something is, I'm not really sure of what's happening there. But we're going to go over there. Oh, I wanted you to watch the explosion that happens on the sun. And we got like a pre-eclipse happening. It's like a pre-eclipse party. If you're just tuning in, it's like time to party. Not. Hello, Carol. If you just rub your hands together like this. Rub your hands together and concentrate and just keep doing it and just think there's energy in your hands and you just keep rubbing it. It doesn't take long till your hands feel like silk. You feel so silky smooth when you do this right here. And it's, yeah, that's what it feels like. Okay, yeah, they got some explosions coming on. Okay, let's watch. Watch the explosion that literally rocks this product. See that? No. This thing is pulsating also, even though they discontinued it. Wow, that... Wait, did you see something come out of it? Or did the explosion cause some kind of red object? This black thing is appearing to show up. Watch, look, see that disc? Did you see it? Because it was there. Look at the disc when it shows up. It's like, see it? This one happens. It sticks its feet out. Okay, see, their feet came out. See the feet that came out? What is causing that? There's something under the sun. There really is, if you look at it. Can you see those things protruding out of it? What if they are alive? What if the sun is a living entity? A living entity. Let's look at it once more, because some of these products, they have discontinued them. It's like it stuck its legs out. Then it's gone. But you can see the disc that's around it. Okay, we're not looking at that anymore. We're looking at the one product right here where the sun has literally been eclipsed by something already, and it lasted for almost 1 whole hour. You can see it right here. See it? It starts at 8:40. It's 8:36. Look, watch this. See, it's gotten eclipsed. It's getting completely covered up and you can't see it. You would not even be able, is it only being hid on this side? Is that the thing that's happening and we can't see it in the sky because for some strange reason something is truly happening? And if the eclipse is coming, that's another story. That is another story. You love it, Hello Kitty. Did you like to watch the Hello Kitty? Because I think that was a cartoon, Hello Kitty. There should be another product on here that does the same thing. If we can move this one out of the way. Let's put the eclipse on here, 8:40. We want to see half of the eclipse on here. While we come over here and find that other product, there is another product that will show it. I think it might be this one. If this one is not too far behind. This is 2024. Maybe this might... No, this is stuck on the... April the 4th. Okay, we've already looked at that. We don't want to look at that one again. What was this one? That is 2014. What was this one? This is stuck on the 4th also. We need something that is not stuck on the 4th. We can go here because this one might have it. Okay, so this one should have it. Let's push the play button on this to see if we can find this product right here. Let's do it. Let's go down here. When you come to this particular product, you can take the drop down menu and you want the maximum number of frames, which is 300, and you want 20 frames per second, and you want to watch it. You want to do it. You want to do it. You want to get all the footage that you can possibly get on this consumer side is what you want. Hey, sorry from the South. You ain't to bless y'all's heart, Connie, honey. Let me see this penny bag. Hello, you finally caught me live. Thank you. This is, yeah, it's nice to have y'all. Hello there, back ass words, weird world. I remember you from yesterday. It's nice to see you on here again, even if she's off the wall. That's right. That's so nice of you. That's exactly right. You just gave me a hot flash. It made my face a little bit, yeah. I'm getting a hot flash. I am. It make my face a little bit red. It's okay. It can be a little bit red. I've already kicked my shoes off just now. Yeah, it's okay. Okay. I think we're going to be seeing something. We may have to go back. This particular product is it's in the blinking mode. Okay, I'm going to flip it over when it quits because I don't want you to get a seizure. Okay, here we go. Okay, it's on the 4th. We want to see if this particular product is going to have something. What? We just missed it. Did you see what it did? It did something. Okay, we'll watch it do it again. It looks like they made this. Did they make this bigger right here? Let's see, because we're going to catch the eclipse. Something's eclipsed it. Okay, there it was. Now there was something ahead of time. Ah, this is on the 4th. They got some time missing. 23rd, the 5th, the 2nd. No, we can't see it. No, we can't even see it on this side. Wonder why we can't see it on this side. Okay, we got some UFOs going across it. Great big plasma lights with bends in them. Excuse me, a hot flash. What is this? Okay, we're not going to see it on this particular product, you all. But doesn't mean that it's not going to happen because we just picked it up on the other one. Which one could we... which one could we go to? Did we go here? This one isn't going to do it either because it's not ready to do it. It is not ready to do it. Oh, we got to find a product that really wants to do it. Which one would it be? That's from the 14th, 2014. This is from today. We might be able to see something on here. Let's look at this one. Okay, if you're just tuning in, welcome. I'm going to change the things on here because it looks like the sun got eclipsed by something. It did. That particular product, something happened with it, and the sun was almost hidden for 1 whole hour is what was going on. We're redoing it, y'all. Now, there are other times that, like I said, if you're just tuning in, when we went over to the NASA products, there were other times that the sun literally, it covered it on one side. The shadow went across from it one side. Then it went across from it the other side. And then it went down from like that on that side. And then it came up like that. It literally did them all, is what it did. Darth Vader. We have Darth Vader in here. If you're just tuning in, I gotta make sure we get over there. Okay, it's doing its thing. Let's get over here. Okay, we got it going on. Let's watch what's happening right here. We want to look at it. It's the 3rd. Oh, wow. So when you look at the NASA, this thing right here duplicates whatever's flying across the airspace around the sun. It will duplicate it. Okay, they just had it. It duplicates it. It shows it up in white, and then it shows it up in black. It's like a dual reality is what it's like. Like a dual dimension, like a parallel dimension, like a parallel world right next to it. That's what it reminds me of. Let's see this because they got some massive stuff coming in out of this right here. And this is, it was on the 1st of April that the middle part of the sun started protruding outward. Is what it was. Let's see this. I'm going to do some clicking. Okay, there was an explosion on the 31st. Of course, there was probably a massive solar flare. Here was oh, this was really big. This was on the 31st. For it to white out at that? Look at that. That's after midnight on the April the 1st. That practically whited out. Okay, now we got some more things happening. coming out of the sun. These are like UFOs flying. Look how they look. Look at that. Even though the light is kind of distorting these, but they are a solid. They look like squares all lined up in a row, which could be like parts of ships and stuff. And I'm not just saying that. It could be parts of ships that are lined up together. Okay, let's look at this. We're going to try to get it. Drag it. Because I don't know if it's going to do its thing. Let me drag it. You got products flying all across it. This is making me sleepy. It's hypnotizing. Okay, you just got that. Ships coming in there. Let's drag it some. Oh, man. It's on the 5th. This is when I was supposed to 8:40. No, we're not. This is not showing it, you all. We only have one particular product that appears to be showing it. And it's this product right here. There appears to be something that is eclipsing the sun with this composite right here. It keeps it. It looks really cool. I mean, that's a beautiful picture. I would put it on my wall because it looks so nice. I don't care if it's real or not. It looks really cool. That's all I'm going to say. Let me just let me do this. We're going to go back. I'm not going to go back too far. I'm only going to go back maybe 30 frames and see if we can get that eclipse in here. You can just sit and watch it the whole time. Okay, that's what it did. You're watching something eclipsing the sun already, and it stays out. It starts at 8:40 in the morning, 8:40 and 40 seconds in the morning, and the actual darkening of this eclipsing the sun happens at 8:44:40 is what happens. So it is happening. What do you think is up there causing it? Because you know there's something bound to be up there. There's lots of planets up there also if you're just tuning in. It's a whole lot of planets. Yeah, it's pretty wild. Let's look at that. It's pretty wild to look at it. See that? Look at that. If it's not an eclipse, what's doing it? You think it's just their camera lens? Because I don't know. It literally looks like there is some type of a shadowing that is taking place. Something is massive, and this something does not have a curvature on the side like the sun. It's not curved. It's some kind of... What if it is a massive cube? A massive black cube. Somebody wrote something in the comment section about NASA. It said something about the cubes and the big mothership that is above the Earth. This is a straight edge that is going across this particular product right here. Well, actually, it's the sun, but the other ones aren't picking it up. It's not curved. It's a straight edge. Why would you have a straight edge up there? And it completely covers the sun up, but only on that particular product right there. How we doing over here? We need to pass through it and become 5D. We can do it. You heard that the new heaven is moving in. The new heaven is supposed to look like a golden cube. Now, that's exactly what it's supposed to look like, a golden cube. Because it's dimensions. That's what I heard. Or was that the New Jerusalem? Yeah, I'm getting whatever. So I want to see if NASA has said NASA and cubes and mothership. Let's see if we can pull something up on it. Okay, the Pentagon chief, that's a long time ago, said that there was an... Okay, you are now we see we got to go to the aliens. We have got to come over here. The Pentagon UFO chief said that the alien mothership in our solar system was possible, and that was March of 2023. These right here are in the sky. You see this great big thing? It looked like it can beam somebody up. It looked like this UFO is setting over the Pentagon. There's a possibility that extraterrestrial motherships and smaller probes may be visiting planets in our solar system. The Unidentified Aerial Phenomena Research, an artificial interstellar object. See, this is, we had our first interstellar visitor. It was, a year ago or two? An artificial. So if you have an artificial interstellar object, they're saying it could potentially be a parent craft that releases many small probes. Many small probes. During its passage to Earth, an operational construct not too dissimilar from NASA missions. Wow, that's probably where they learned it at. If you're just tuning in, that's what they're talking about. We could have an artificial interstellar object that could potentially be a parent craft that releases small probes. Now, listen to this. They just did this, Kirkpatrick. We watched the Pentagon press briefing when this Kirkpatrick lady, her name was Kirkpatrick, she was appointed director of the RO when it was founded in July of 2022. I think this was the woman. There was objects of interest. The Pan-STARRS satellite. Here we go. The Oumuamua Hawaiian term for scout was okay. They had a scout. They had a probe. They would reach the Earth, and they would have probes. That's what they're doing. Look, Chinese spy balloons. No, they're not spy balloons. They're not. So they're looking at this. They're admitting. You could see something like that in the sky, but when they were talking about there was an alien ship that was releasing things, we actually did a video on that, and actually the Science Channel. The Science Channel on the YouTube, let me put it back to me. I'm going to pull it up. Science Channel. If aliens invaded the Earth, and when they did it? They did it back in 2019. That's when it first came out. If you want to look at this, look at this. 4 years ago, this is when I started. When I started this around 4 years ago, this is when this movie came out. They released it on the Science Channel right here. The Alien Encounters. Let me put it back to me because we don't want to hear it. This way, I just want to show you, because if you have an alien ship, they just said that it would release probes. I want you to just look at this. This program, they are depicting a hypothetical scenario of first contact with an alien intelligence. The scenes have been dramatized, and I have this muted, you all. This is a really good movie to watch. See, they got their satellites. They're pointing upward. I'm sure there's probably the Cascade Mountains in California. Look, status signal. They're getting excited, you all. We could have an alien. They got 2.80. We are not alone. It's real. They're excited. They're going to come. Here comes the ETs. They're coming here. And you got this guy talking. You got the closed caption. They're back and forth. They got their guns out. They're going to fight the aliens with their guns. The scientists have been decoding their signal for months, and they got a final message. Blueprints for a mysterious machine. Wait. Can you, they looking, whoever the beings are, they're more advanced than we are, and they're not light years away. See, look at this. They're not light years away. What if they're already here? Because this movie truly came out when I was starting to show all of those ships that I documented. That's when they came out. What are the ships? These ships. Where am I at, you? I'm gonna try to get. When I was documenting these ships, let me find some right here. I started documenting these ships. Let me put you over here. See these right here? I started documenting them, and this movie came out about the aliens. Right here. It came out. I did a video on it. And I actually saw the ships that they're talking about. I saw it in the sky. Let me put this back over here because I just want to get what it looks like. Because you got Neil deGrasse. Okay, look, here's the alien ship. They tell you don't look up. There it is right there. So more or less they have said that this right here, Chapter 21, The Arrival. This thing lets little probes out of it. Right here. They're doing a hypothetical thing, but is it hypothetical? Has it already happened? Look at it up there above, and it looks like it's got some kind of, there they come, they're coming out. Well, look at them. There's the probes. They're coming out, and the people are all looking up just like they look up with the solar eclipse. They're outside. They got us wrapped in a symmetrical net like Skynet. There's the ships. There's the people. They're all looking up. Don't look up, said the one movie. Don't look up. 767. They don't stand a chance if it's an army. Look at all these probes. They come in 4 weeks ago. They contain blueprints for some kind of machine. That's what they got. They had blueprints for some kind of machine. Let me now put it back to me now. So if they got the blueprints for some kind of machine, okay. There's this movie called The Three Something. I don't know what it is. On something on a Netflix my mom had watched. I've heard other people have watched it. But in that movie, this one sequence, they shrunk down a supercomputer. And they shrunk it down and they sent it to Earth so they could communicate. But we got an eclipse going on right here. Something is eclipsing the sun. And if we did have a alien mothership, it would first send out probes. So if you could think of the Oumuamua, excuse me, that's like a scout ship. Because when the Oumuamua came, and it was around the area of the Arecibo telescopes. And the scientists at the Arecibo, they were really excited. They wanted to be able to get some good footage of it. But when they were told about it, Hurricane Maria automatically showed up during the time the Oumuamua was arriving. It went straight to Arecibo area where the telescopes was, and it damaged the telescope. The scientists only had a few hours to get some footage or data on that Oumuamua. Now, what are the chances of that? You have a hurricane coming, and they don't tell the scientists until a few whatever, and that's all they got on it, because that was some kind of a visitor. That's what I think it was, some kind of visitor that came, and they destroyed the whole entire the Arecibo telescope. AERCIBO. And you know, we did a video on that telescope, and you know what we found out in Hurricane Maria? The Arecibo telescope, let me tell you about the Arecibo telescope. It was the largest concave telescope in the world. In the world. Until Hurricane Maria came along. And then now guess who has the largest telescope like that in the world? Guess who has it now? Let me tell you who has it. China. China has it now. The largest radio concave, the concave telescope in the world. Because Arecibo got decommissioned, it got damaged. And when that telescope went down, this is when I was started off in here. When the telescope went down and got damaged and the cables just snapped, we zoomed up on it, and you know what we found on the wires and stuff? It was like balls of plasma. They were going on there, and then they popped and caused them to come down. And there was things that came in the clouds that did it too. And the cables broke in some of the parts of it. But they had a great big disc crash right there, the Arecibo. Look, it was damaged after Hurricane Maria slammed into Puerto Rico. The scientists did not. Look, it was the world's most iconic radio telescope. The world's most. And we just so happened to have Oumuamua. Oumuamua came around that time, which was wild. I had to let's type in the Oumuamua came. When did the Oumuamua come? Because this is all tied in together. I don't even have to spell it right because I think well, I do need to know how to spell it right. I can't even get close to spelling it. There we are. Oumuamua came, I believe it came in that very month. In that very month of, was it 2017? Oumuamua, 2017. There we go. They discovered it in 2017 of October. It was the first interstellar object, which they later called it the Visitor. If you're just tuning in, the sun has gotten eclipsed. And we've got off to the aliens, and the Oumuamua was first spotted in October of 2017, and the Arecibo telescope got damaged. Look at this. No, you all, you can't make this stuff up. You can't make it up. The Arecibo telescope got damaged on September the 26th of 2017. It was arguably the world's most iconic radio telescope. Then all of a sudden they discover Oumuamua, formerly designated 1L2017. It was discovered by the Pan-STARRS telescope at the Haleakala Observatory in Hawaii on 19 October of 2017. You see that? That's what they said it looked like. So this could be a scout ship. What do they do this right here for? Let's look at this. Can I shrink it? Origin of the first known. Look at that. Look how they made it look like that with all these little circles on it. But it looked like this right here. And when this thing came around, let's look at its orbit. A special asteroid that gives us a surprise in 2017. Where is it now? Look how it came in like that, you all. If you're just tuning in, very welcome. Back-ass world, west world, in the middle of every sun is a black hole. In the middle of every black hole is a sun. Yes, you got it going on. We're supposed to be talking about that. I think Oumuamua has something to do with it. I really do, and it could be here. Do not be surprised. This looks like an oblong orbit, kind of right here, kind of trajectory. Wonder if the, I know I'm not supposed to be jumping subjects, but I really did jump subjects. The Oumuamua 2017 and the Arecibo telescope. We see it? See if they can get it. No, they won't pull it up. No. The most iconic telescope. Look, they use the infrared Spitzer. This can teach us. This can help us. This visitor can help us. It can help us. All right, so there, it's literally got so damaged. It was the iconic. It was massive. Massive. Now China has the most massive telescope. We watched the footage of it and everything when it finally collapsed and it broke, and that was the end of it. What's this? Look at that. The dead Arecibo telescope sends a near-Earth asteroid warning from the grave. You all, did you know this? We're going to find out the warning that it has sent to us from the grave. If no one has told you about it, we're going to find out about it together, because we want to know, because we have something eclipsing the sun, and it is not a round object. It is a straight edge eclipsing the sun. So now with the Arecibo telescope has been, it's dead, and now they got a warning. They got a warning. An asteroid warning. The dead Arecibo telescope sends the near-Earth asteroid warning from the grave. This was on Halloween of 2022. Did you hear about it? I want to know if anybody heard about that, because I never heard one single peep from the Arecibo telescope speaking from the dead. Did you hear it? A big curved line might appear straight. Back-ass worlds. Well, I've never seen this one straight unless this is a massive, massive, like, planet like that. Yeah. So, we're going to go and we're going to look at it. Let me come over here. I want to read what they said, because this is really interesting, what they said. The final data. Oh, they got some final data. Recorded from the Arecibo Observatory, which collapsed in 2020, has warned of a large number of asteroids and with the potential of coming near Earth, many of which could be dangerous to life. California, are you going on, you all? According to a paper published on September of 22nd in the Planetary Science Journal, the Arecibo's final stint of data collection between 2017 and 2019 reveals observations of 191 near-Earth asteroids, 70 of potentially hazardous. The Arecibo Observatory was the largest single aperture telescope in the world until 2016, when the Chinese 500-meter aperture spherical telescope, the FAST, began its operations, and it possessed a 1,000-foot diameter spherical reflector to detect radio wavelengths. It collapsed on itself in 2020. During its heyday, the Arecibo detected up 124 near Earth. Look at that right there. That is massive. There are some people saying that when the eclipse comes, that we could have an asteroid, not just the Devil's Comet, the devil coming, but we could have something that could maybe cause massive tidal wave on the East Coast. Is that what they said? Flooding and stuff. We could have something happen. I wonder if something really would look like that. That is pretty powerful. It's the receiver broke. They are, if one of these, see, they're not going to tell us. They are not going to tell us what type of data was coming. Oh, no. See, no, we already seen that. That's old news right there. That is old news. We're over here on NASA's space product, and the sun has been eclipsed. I'm just going to push the button. You'll get to see it being eclipsed. And the eclipse has not happened yet, but it's happening right there on their composite. And it lasts for almost 1 whole hour. Whatever is up there, and it's not happening on the other products. I'm not sure if it's the lens, but I don't think it's the lens. I think there's something up there, I really do, because not all the products are going to show this happening. It's only certain ones for some strange reason. It really is. We got an early eclipse, and we've had them throughout the months. Off and on, there's something up there that does this to the sun, and it's not during the eclipse season at all. It's not. Oh my goodness gracious, you all. This is wild. So we got the solar eclipse, and we got this eclipsing the sun. And sorry I went off on the Arecibo telescope, because I did. I went off on it. And don't be surprised. We got tomorrow is the 7th, which is the eclipse. One day after that. I'd like to know how many people are going to go out and watch the eclipse. There are some who will not, and some people don't understand why those who will not go out and watch it. Well, they just don't want the energy from it. It's just personal. Some want to go out and see it. How many of you all are going out and watching the solar eclipse? That is the question. Yeah. Because they're going to have to look up, and they're telling everybody to wear red and green. If you haven't seen it, that's what they said. Wear red and green for the solar eclipse. Solar eclipse. Yes, we're twining. We're twinning. Aw, stargaze. Yeah, look at this. You want to see how the solar eclipse alters your colors? Wear red and green. Okay, well, we want to see the National Press, whatever, I don't know, public radio station. You will see crescent shapes in shadows. Let me see this. This is it right here, April the 8th at 2:28 p.m. You all, it's going to be an exciting day. You got to have an eclipse party. You might be having a party with yourself. You know what we could do? Well, you can't really do live streams on some things because they don't want you doing it. You know what happened? When I first started off and SpaceX was starting to do their launches, and they would allow everybody to go over there and show their launches on the live stream, they came over to this YouTube channel, and they told me I couldn't do it. They would not let me do it, but they let everybody else do it. And so, you know what I said? I will never show any of their stuff again. Just like that volcano. When we caught the ship, it was an oval ship coming out of the eruption. I don't know where that volcano was. They no longer have live footage for it, but they threw a copyright claim. They claimed all the rights to the ship that came out I said I will never go over there and film that volcano again, and I never did. I never did. Never did it. Where we at? What am I supposed to be doing? Oh yeah, we're talking about the eclipse right here. We're trying to find it. So you want to, oh, look at this. You want to see how solar eclipse alters the colors where red and green on Monday? The pinhole shadow shows the crescent shapes in 2019 as the moon moves in front of the sun. Look at that. So if you use a pinhole, oh my gosh, I am tired. The path of a totality. Oh look, and you have any Christmas or Hanukkah gear? Let's look at this. If you have Christmas, oh, that's really interesting. Why would they tell you to wear red and, is it red and green? I thought it was red and blue. Okay, red and green. This is interesting. Why would, there's something to do with those colors. Okay, red and green, yes. I didn't know Hanukkah had red and green on it too. You might want to break it out. It will bring an odd phenomena to our planet. Okay, they're telling you it's going to bring an odd phenomena. It includes changes on how people see their colors, such as red, green, and blue. And just so you know something, when I went to the eye doctor, I had to stick my face in this machine. And when I stuck my face in the machine, you put it up to there. The first color you see is blue. Then you press your head a little bit closer inward, and then you see green. If you see red, you press too hard. But these are the colors they use when I did the eye exam right here, the light. And when you got to the green light examined my eye like a probe, is what it did. They can hit all the colors now. All the colors. Here's a look at some of the unusual. Red and green colors will, okay, no, I don't want to, red and green colors will look strange. Our brain will have to adjust. I really wanted to know about it. Our eyes will transition from phototopic vision associated with the retina's cone cells and deliver full colors in fine detail. Wow. Toward the scopic night vision relies on rod cells and to detect objects. Okay, we can see it. With the light's intensity, when the light's intensity dims in the eclipse, the colors with longer wavelengths, like red has a long wavelength, they look darker as the cone becomes less active. But the rods are sensitive to the shorter blue and green wavelengths. And I learned something new. So green and blue have shorter wavelengths than the red. Is that why they use infrared? Because infrared has a longer wavelength? I don't know. It's pretty much a totality. Are we look? Okay, we were seeing it. You have to have lots of people or colorful things around to see it. The effect is the result of sudden dimness and your rods and cones trying to make sense out of it. Oh. Toward the blue, the red. 1919 solar eclipse. Albert Einstein. Shadows will sharpen and others will alter. It's possible to see individual hairs on your head in your shadow. Wow. If you see the sun's light coming through tight gaps in the trees, you might notice a lot of little crescents. I remember somebody took a picture of that too. They shared it on the Facebook that during the eclipse, they took a picture of the shadows that were coming through the tree that was being projected on the ground. It was really beautiful. It was beautiful. Tiny gaps will act like pinhole cameras. So you can do that. A minute or two before the totality, ripples of light may flow across the ground and the walls as Earth's turbulent atmosphere refracts the last rays of sunlight, as the Earth Sky website said in 2017. Other changes, you will have a drop in temperature, and the appearance of colors in the sky will make it seem as if you're seeing a sunset. Sunset in the west. Sunset in the west. The prophecy's coming through, you all. It's according to Islam in the Hadith. It says when you see the sun rising in the west, then you will know that the hour is here. The hour is here. They're just telling you right now. Other changes that you will see is the appearance of colors in the sky, which will make it seem as if you're seeing a sunset or a sunrise across the full 360 degree of the horizon. Okay, black holes. Black holes are cold. Black holes are cold, so we're going to get changes in the temperature because the black hole sun, the sun's going to be covered up by the moon that you're not going to be able to see, but when it gets in front of the sun, you're going to be able to see it. You'll be able to see it, and it's going to get really cold right here. When it goes in front of that, it's going to look like a black hole. It is. Big Bang and black hole. The Big Bang black hole solar eclipse. But it does. It looks like a black hole. A perfect black hole. Black holes are cold. Black holes are cold. Okay. Why are black holes extremely cold? Under general relativity, a black hole's event horizon is a point of no return. Anything that passes through the event horizon is lost and it's gone forever, and nothing comes out. Black holes are utterly black and they don't have temperature at all. This is why the absorption of radiation or anything else by a black hole doesn't raise its temperature. It gets swallowed up and lost. Its mass, angular momentum, and charge do remain, but that's all. See the no-hair theorem. The no-hair theorem. The accretion disk that surrounds the black hole can be very hot. Oh, no. See, this is wild. If the accretion disk that surrounds the black hole can be very hot, indeed, that's another thing entirely. That's like the sun. It's like the sun. They just said it. The disk around the black hole can be very hot indeed. It would be so hot that it would probably be glowing. It would be glowing. Oh, my nose is itching. Have I been showing this? It would be glowing. It'd be glowing. It'd be very hot. Oh, that's interesting. Look, this is white. Just look how white it is. Very, very hot. Let's see, what else is it saying? Stephen Hawking discovered applying quantum mechanics to black holes showed that the black holes will emit a random spray of radiation. And the radiation was precisely what a black body would emit. The black body radiation, this is what Hawking called radiation. Black body radiation is simply the thermal emission of a perfect absorber of radiation, which leads to the inescapable conclusion that a black hole has a non-zero temperature. Interesting, Hawking's analysis showed that the effective temperature of the black hole is inversely proportional to its mass, and that the solar mass black holes, which are the smallest for which we have actual evidence, would have a temperature of about whatever it is, Kelvin. Kind of cold, but not zero. Note unintuitively, a solar mass black hole gets colder as it absorbs radiation, because any radiation or anything else it absorbs increases its mass. And since higher mass black holes are colder, the more energy you dump into one, the colder it gets. Well, we don't want to have a black hole that's going to, the sun's going to get the temperature's going to drop. Look at that. It looks like something spiraling to it. Are they hot or cold? Don't know. There they are. And they do look like the sun. What are black holes? Everything you need to know. They look like a photon star. It does. Everything you need to know. And then you've got the solar eclipse, you all. And then we have right now, the sun is being eclipsed by something up there. It's a little premature eclipsing by something up there on this particular product. It could even be the lens to the camera. And if it's not the lens to the camera, what is causing the eclipse? There is a massive object bigger than the sun that is eclipsing the sun, and it's lasting for around 1 whole hour. 1 whole hour if you're just tuning in. It is eclipsing it because it's at 8:44. It's at 8:40 and 40 minutes that this sun It's eclipsing it. It's black. It's black. It stays black until 9:36. Then it comes back into view. The sun is getting eclipsed by something, and it's lasting almost a whole entire hour. And now I have just wore myself out. My energy's gotten drained out of my being, you all. Yeah. Yeah. Is the moon a black sun? Well, that's a really good question, isn't it? Like the dark side of the moon. What if that dark side of the moon shows up when, okay, let's see if we can get this. Let's think about this. So you've got the moon and its phases, right? The phases of the moon. We got them. Let's look at the phases of the moon. Phases of the moon. We want to see them. Okay, we got the moon's phases. We're going to do this right here. So, these, let me just do this, you all. Oh my gosh, let me just grab it. Let me grab it. Okay, I want to grab it. I want to bring it over here to me. Let's bring it to me. I want to talk about the phases of the moon here. Just for a minute, because I like to have a visual. We want to talk about it. We're going to talk about the solar eclipse. We are. So just suppose, okay, we got the phases of the moon. Let's make it smaller. So, the dark side of the moon. What if, when the moon turns totally new, that is actually the dark side of the moon that we're seeing? What if that is? It flips itself around, and then something happens, and then the shadow comes and goes, just like this. It comes and goes just like this on the sun. It really does. It's just like that. The dark side of the moon, because you're not going to be able to see the new moon when it comes over the sun. Just like this right here. You can't see it. You see, all you see is blackness. Just blackness. But then when it goes in front of the sun for the solar eclipse, it looks like that. But it's going to slowly look like the moon. It's going to slowly do its crescent and stuff, just like the moon does. With itself. The moon is doing it with itself. How can the moon do this by itself? That's a good question. Has anybody got an answer for it? How the moon can do this crescenting by itself if there is no, but the sun can't do it. The sun needs something up there in the sky in order to do this phases of the moon itself. It does. It needs an object. Oh, well, who was that? Was that you on Westworld? Where are we at? Backass, are you on here? Remember when you said that a round object can appear straight, just like right there? It's straight right there. You're right. It's straight. It's straight right down there in the center. A round object, if that is the curvature right here, and once it gets midway, it's a straight object. So you are right. Backass, honey, are you still on here? We got to get you on here. That's right. So it is straight. Isn't that interesting? But as it's curving around, see, it's straight right there. What's eclipsing that sun? Yeah. All right, we got you. See, you're right. Your theory has been brought out right there. Just from that moon. There very well could be a round object up there. But it's tilted. It's kind of tilted like that, or however you want to tilt it. I don't know how you want to tilt it. No, you all, the solar eclipse, and there's something already eclipsing the moon, and why can't, what's supposed to be causing the eclipsing of the moon? the phases of it. Because in order for the sun to look like that, you had to have a physical object go in front of it. So why wouldn't there be a physical object going in front of the moon, causing the moon to be that? If you have to have it for the sun and get the same effect, why wouldn't you have to have it for the moon to get the same effect? There's something that's not adding up. Okay, there is something that isn't adding up. And I'm going to leave it at that. Let's make it short like this. We got some scientific people in here. We got some scientific minds. And you may have a really good scientific mind. And you may not know where that scientific mind came from. You could have been a carryover from all the lives that you've lived on this earth. Could be. Maybe you get a download. You get a download coming in. Yeah, we got it going on. Something is messing with the transmissions on Earth. Why does your phrase resonate with me when you said that? It literally resonates with my spirit. Something is messing with the transmission on this Earth. Joy, honey. Gina, drop it like it's hot. That's right, we did. We dropped it. The moon and its phases, and the sun and its phases, and it's getting its moon phases from, it's getting its phases from the moon. But the moon, obviously, I guess, doesn't have nothing, but it's right here. So we are going to go, you all. We're going to go. And I've made myself tired. I've went on an hour again on here. I try not to do long videos, but it gets too exciting. It does. I only had one hot flash. Thank you, whoever gave me that hot flash. It didn't last long. It didn't. I'm going to go. And with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello from my heart to yours. Love you. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. And thank you for being on here. And thank you, moderators. Thank you all for your comments. It's good to think outside the box. And it's good to be inquisitive. It's good to question things. It is. It's good. Have a wonderful evening, everyone. Thank you, moderators. You must be tripping. You saw me. You're still here. You just busy watching. That's okay. That's all right. We're going to go. You all good night. Please hit that subscribe button if you haven't. And please give this video a thumbs up. Love you.